Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and very excited to bring to the auction a car we recently uncovered. Come on over and take a look at it. This car is a 1960 Mercedes-Benz 190 SL. It is a true California black plate car. The history on this car, and it is a true barn find. You'll see we're posting some of the photographs as we found the car in a barn in Pennsylvania, relatively close to where we are in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The early history of the car, and we have the documentation for it. We have the original Mercedes-Benz service policy. It was sold new May 14th, 1960 to William Powell and Ruth, who lived in Long Beach, California. It was sold by the, let's see here, Delniak Motors, and they were in California. They owned the car from 1960 until 1980. It was then passed on and sold to its second owner in 1980, which is who we bought the car from. So it's a two-owner car. We do have the original owner's manuals, and we'll take photographs of all of this and post it. We show early servicing on the car, early history on the car in California. So the second owner of the car bought it in 1980, and then he owned it to about a month ago when we purchased it. He had moved to Pennsylvania in around 2012 and brought the car with him. It was then stored in a barn and had been sitting in the barn for the last 18 years. So it has not been driven, started, or anything in at least 18 years. It is a true barn find car. It needs a complete restoration. It needs all the chrome done. It needs body work done, needs the interior, but it's a very, very original car. It has never been in an accident. It's never been damaged. I'll show you the engine compartment on the car. We'll be taking photographs of the engine number. It's a matching numbers car. The chassis number, the VIN, the engine number all match, as they should. Of course, it's the four-cylinder, has the original Solex carburetors on it. What's interesting about this car, and it was originally a black car with a red interior. It was repainted white, cream, with a black interior a long time ago. So the color was changed a long time ago. We also have included in the documents with the car, we have an old photograph of the car in California in the livery that it's in today. So we know it's had the cream-colored paint for a very long time. What's interesting about the car, and please look closely at our chassis photos underneath. Being a California car, it does not have rust in all the usual places that we see it if it were a Pennsylvania car. Here where the jacking points are, very clean, very solid. The rockers are all original metal. There's no filler. All along here is all original. It does have, which we show in the chassis photos, and I'll show you in the trunk, the left tire well completely rusted away, primarily because there was a bunch of wet rags, honestly, in the trunk that created moisture. And the right side floor has rust in it. And we show you that in the photos underneath. All the gauges and instrumentation are original and correct. The car is showing 23,000 miles, so it's 123,000. We have all of the switchgear, the handles, the openers. The seats, as I mentioned, the car originally would have been a red interior. And you can see some of the red paint, the original red paint under the black dash. We do have the soft top and the hard top to the car. But again, this car will need a full restoration. Coming along the back of the car, it is corroded, rusted here where the trunk floor meets this body panel. And again, most of the rust damage, we believe, occurred in the Pennsylvania barn, sadly. So you can see here, that is the most significant rust area right there. However, this one is quite solid, and we show this in our chassis photo underneath the car. This side needs nothing. And it is all original floors. This is all the original metal. It's all original. No sign of accident damage anywhere. Coming along the right-hand side of the car, the rear quarters are nice. The lower valances are very nice. We also have over here the original hardtop to the car, which is in good condition. It needs a new headliner, and like the rest of the car, this is a full restoration car. It needs a full restoration, but it has very good bones to start with. Going along, and we also show in photos, we do have the soft top for the car, which of course includes all of the mechanism for the soft top. Here you can see this side of the car. The dash, the clock, all of the items are all original and are all with the car. So it's an interesting car. It is very solid still. It is not rusty where they're normally rusty. And then we have some rust on the floor and the trunk where moisture had collected in the barn. As I mentioned earlier, the engine would need to be gone over completely. We are not starting this car. It has not been started for over 20 years. So we're selling it as is. We will confirm all the numbers on the car and take highly detailed photos of all the VIN numbers and everything. So if you're looking for a great project car in a relatively rare, fun car to do, and you're looking for an original car with great history and full documentation, a 2-owner California car, please consider our car. Call us or email us with any questions you may have. We'll be happy to take more photos and give more detailed information. Thanks for looking at our 190 SL.